some information about our company, and also some processing line, how to make the cassava, how to make cassava starch, some processing line, some basic information on how to start a factory. And later I will solve some question of yours. Maybe you will have some questions about how to start, when to start, how to start, and when to start. Okay, so today I will solve all of your questions, and if you have any more detailed questions, you can also ask you can also leave your contact number and leave some information here, and our group will find you, and later I will give you more introduction about how to set up the factory. So you see, today's main topic is about cassava starch, but in fact, the cassava can turn into many kinds of productions. Maybe cassava, maybe gari, cassava flour, and cassava starch. It's all you can choose according to the local market, according to the information of the market, according to how much budget you have, and also according to how many, what kind of things you need and the local market need. So okay, let me repeat today's schedule. Today's schedule, firstly, is about some information about our company. You can buy something if you can buy something from some supplier. If you don't know their information, if you don't know whether they are true, and if you don't know whether they have the ability for making machines. Okay, and the second part is that I'm gonna show you the processing line we provide for making starch line. And the third part I will show you. The third part I will show you is that how long will it take, what kind of preparations you have to do, and for any factory you need what kind of preparations you have to do. So if you have any idea, if you have any, if you want to do cassava flour cassava starch product, or if you want to set up your own factory, you want to do cassava business, you can leave your message. You can leave your message. Just leave your message here with your contact number, with your contact number, with more information you have. Okay. Okay. Firstly, I will tell you something about the. Okay, just wait me for a second. I'll tell you something about our company. Our company is for, okay, later I will show you the PPT about our company. Firstly, our company is for, you can see in the website. In the website, you can see two names in our factory. You can see two names in our factory. The first is for Henan Jinrui, and the other is for the cassava, and is for doing holdings. So some customer may have one questions is that, what kind of company are you belong to? So our doing holdings is a combined company, and it's all of the Jinrui, such as Guorui and Glory, belongs to our main company, and we are divided into different parts, different departments, but we are all from one company. Okay, so our company have different business segments. We have the cassava processing plant, and we have the edible oil, peanut oil, palm oil. Peanut oil, edible oil, and also for waste tire equipment, for waste tire recycling equipment, waste plastic recycling equipment. So we have different business segments. And mainly for our company, firstly, I will tell you some company profile. Our company was established in 2011, and its subsidiaries include Henan Glory Oil Fats Engineer Company Limited and Henan Jinren Food Engineering Company Limited, and Henan Environmental Protection Technology Company Limited, Xinxiang Renewable Energy Equipment Cooperative Limited, and Jiaozuo Mechanical Equipment Manufacturing Company Limited, Henan Duyin Machine Nigeria Company Limited. And other domestic, and our company is mainly for domestic and foreign companies, factory, domestic and foreign business. Okay, and this is the picture of the office we are working now. The office, we have different departments, and we have around 60 colleagues there. 60 colleagues include engineer, different sales team, and the human resources, the normal department. And also, this is the picture of our factory. Our factory, now we have around 1,000 square meters factory, and now we are still expanding the land of our factory now. And this is a new manufacturing workshop. And our company, just as I said to you, we have different sales department and the manufacturing center, support center, sales department. And for this Henan Jinren Food Engineering Cooperative Limited, our production is mainly for sweet potato starch and potato starch. It's mainly for potato starch, sweet potato starch, also mostly in China, and also the cassava starch, cassava flour, and dairy line is for our company, Henan Jinren. And these are some pictures shows our colleague with the customer together. The colleague, this is a project in Tanzania project. In Tanzania, this is our colleague and our engineer and with the local workers. And this picture shows our before the before workshop, the before warehouse in Nigeria office, and the customer come to our Nigeria company and see the machines directly. So if you are in Nigeria, you can also check our branch office and check the quality of the machines by yourself in Nigeria. We are in Ikeja, Lagos. Okay, and for another business segment is for the edible oil processing plant. The edible oil, we have the peanut oil, the palm oil, and for seaweed. And for the machines, we have the refining machine and the packaging machine and laboratory equipment and oil tank, frying pan, flitter single match machine series, many. And for each segment, we are the most professional one. Okay, and for this one is Environmental Protection Technology Company Cooperate. Is for solid and waste treatment sorting part. And we use the waste tire and plastic turn them into the oil again, to the diesel, to the instant diesel again. And also we have the metal and plastic separating machine. We separate solid waste and another waste recycling equipment. And later, there are some ISO certificate shows our ability of the manufacturing. We have many certificates, and we have the national patents. We have the whole world in the whole world in our company, and shows the different patents, different certificate in our office in Zhengzhou. Not only just these, many. I just pick some of them to show that we really have the ability. Okay, and then for the factory machining equipment, for the equipment we have different capacity, and our biggest capacity is 40 tons input per hour. So we need very big machines. For very big machines, the workers cannot do it. If your capacity is small, or your factory is so small, you don't have these machines, so you can get the big capacity. You can't have the ability for making big capacity machines. But so you can see that there are many small factories in China, small manufacturing factories in China, and they just they can't provide you the big capacity because they don't have the machines. The workers, the men, the labor cannot do hard work, very hard work, very concise work than the machines. So in our factory we have many big, such as the cutting machine, the plasma cutting machine, and the steel plate bending machine, and some automatic submerged acre welding machine. So we have different machines for the big capacity plant. This machine you can see in our company, and for the waste tire, not only for cassava, also for edible oil, and also for the environmental equipment. Many raw materials is stainless steel 304. Most of them, almost 80% of them, are stainless steel 304. So we have to let the machines to do the bend, to do the welding, to do the melting, and to do the drilling, and to do the cutting. So the big machines for one factory is very important. Also, if you go for a visiting to another factory, you have to check whether they have the big machines to make the plant, to make the equipment. Is very important. Okay, and there are some pictures that shows our factory. Some pictures. It's very clean, and the workers are very busy. Now in our workshop, we have 3 to 4 line to wait to be manufactured, and 3 starch line. One is sweet potato, one is potato starch, and another is cassava starch. The project in Venezuela, and and also there are some dairy processing plant. They are waiting to be manufactured. So if you have your plan, I advise you to order earlier, and then you can get the machine earlier, so that you can start your processing line earlier. Because if you get them later, we can't promise you that you can get the machines as soon as possible. So if you want to business, I think it's better for you to start to plan earlier, to plan first, earlier to get your machines. And next part. Okay, the next part is our team show. Team show. Firstly, will be our boss. Our boss. Last year he set up the factory in Nigeria, the branch office in Nigeria, and he has got the land for the factory in Nigeria. So we plan to have the factory in Nigeria, and we plan to set more branch office in Africa, in different countries in Africa. Next, we plan to set up the branch office in Ghana, near Nigeria, in Ghana. And we also have the plan to set up another branch office in Congo. If we set up the branch office, we are not only just bring machines there, and not only with our colleague, we will also send our engineers there. So in Nigeria, if the customer has some question, our engineer can go to your factory very quickly to help you to fix the problem. And so it's our step. So if you have some idea, if you have any idea of the dairy business, of the cassava business, don't hesitate, because in the future we will protect your right, and we will send an engineer to your place. Okay, and there are different pictures. And then there will be different pictures shows our different team. And the most important is engineer team. The engineer team is a main department, and they provide the newest technology, and they continue to update the technology, and they will give you the suitable design. And there are the pictures of our workers. And now the workers is getting more and more. Okay, then I will show you some project cases. You can see there the project cases. They from different many, but this list was made 2 years ago. This list didn't renew, didn't update. And there are many projects in China. In China, also most is a potato and sweet potato starch line, and also there are many projects in Indonesia, in South Asia, in Laos, Thailand, and Philippines, and Nigeria, and also Ghana, and Liberia, Tanzania, and also Congo. Yesterday, my customer from Central Africa, and they also want to do cassava flour project. And in Central Africa, we've already sent some lines to Central Africa, so the customer can go for a check when they back to Central Africa. And also every day we have different customer from different countries, some from Europe, some from China, and some from Africa, some from other countries. They come our factory for a check, because we have many different business segments. So it means our customer is all over the world, so you don't have to worry about the quality. You don't have to worry about the we don't have engineer, or you don't have to worry about that we are not true, we are the liars. And next, I will show you some pictures about the project we did. These are the different countries, different pictures, show the different equipment. This is the starch project, the flash drying system. And this is a centrifugal sieving machine. Centrifugal sieving machine to separate the fibers and the slurry. It will be used in cassava starch project. And this is in Indonesia. The Indonesia is about 12 tons input per hour starch project in Indonesia. And this one is in Nigeria. It's 20 tons per hour input cassava starch project. And then this one is in Tanzania. It's 4 tons input per hour cassava flour project. 4 tons. And for each ton, for each hour, you will get 1 ton cassava flour. And this one is in Congo. And this project is fufu flour for 8 tons input per hour, fufu flour in Congo. And this one is in Uganda. It's 4 tons input for our cassava flour project. It's all from our company. The project is all from our company. And then there are some pictures of the customer visiting. And this picture shows our boss and the vice president of Sierra Leone. And there are also some other pictures show the different different important characteristics in different country. Okay, and then we move to next stage is the machine delivery. The machine delivery, we have 2 lines. We have 2 options. If you want us to send machines to other country, the machine will shipped by train, by sea, will shipped by the big by sea. Okay, and the container will be delivered into our company, and we will transfer the machines to the container, and then we will send them to the Qingdao port because Qingdao port is near from our company. Okay, and for some important spare parts, we will use a wooden case to pack the spare parts. And when we do the transportation, there will be a camera record the whole scenes, record the whole procedure from the how we get the machines, how we transfer them to the container, and how we deliver how we lock them, and how we sign them, and how we transfer them to the trunk. So you don't have to worry. We will provide you the whole set. We will provide you the whole thing, the whole procedure of your buying. So you don't have to worry about. We provide you the bad quality machines. We will give you a record. We will give you a record that can tell you everything, improve everything. Okay, then there are some customer factory installation. Okay, then let us just check the video of the cassava starch. Firstly, though today's topic is about how to set up cassava starch factory, how long will it take to set up a cassava starch production line? But firstly, I think we have to know what's the starch, what is the starch, and what's the starch used for, and how long, and then will be how long will it take. If you want to do this business, then you may think how long will it take. Okay, firstly, let's just check the videos. If there's anyone in my live room, you can just leave your contact number. If you want to get more information about the cassava processing plant, you can leave your contact number here. Okay. This video will be finished in a few seconds later. Okay, this is a final stage. Okay, for the cassava starch processing plant, we can see the factory will be much bigger, and the processing and the plant, the procedure will be much more complex than cassava flour and the cassava starch. You can see the whole line will be much more machines, so it means our manufacturing time will also be much more than cassava flour line and the gari line. And for the cassava starch, there are two ways to get starch from the raw material. One way is that you use the traditional way. The traditional way means that you firstly peel it. You first cleaning it, washing it, and then you do the peeling. After peeling, you do the grating, and when you do the grating, you just do the washing and separating, and just settle down to let the starch settle down, and then you use the traditional way. Use the time to wait. Maybe 1 day or 2 days, you will get the starch. The starch will gathered at the bottom of the pan, of the tank, and then you pour the water. You can get the cassava starch. It's a traditional way, but for this way, you can get much more starch per day, because your capacity is not too much more, and you also need much time for the settle down. Because without time, there will be no settle down phenomenon happen. Okay, and the second option for making cassava starch is that use machines, just like it shows in the video. Use the machines. It means you can get much more cassava starch per day, much more. That's why we use the machines. So, but for the much more, you must ensure that you have enough raw material. If you don't have raw material, you can't also have set up your processing plant. Because you invest, you want to get money back. If you set up the plant, the procedure will be started as soon as possible. Because if you start it as soon as possible, it means you earn money back as soon as possible. Okay, so you can see the starch line. The starch line is much more complex, and also we recommend you, if you want to set up your factory, not just the homemade and not just the home use, we hope that you set up a fully automatic cassava starch line. The fully automatic cassava starch line means, just like the video shows, it has many pipes on it, and pumps to do the transportation, to let the cassava slurry go to next place, and we use different machines to make it. So for the fully automatic line, firstly, you have to set up your own factory. The factory is around 100 square meters. For our smallest one, is around 100 square meters for smallest one, and the specific dimension and specific layout will be finished after you paying the deposit. The engineer will do it. The engineer will do the specific layout, and in fact, you can just find a place around 200 square meters to 500 square meters, and then we will tell you how many square meters you need, how much dimension, what's the size of the suitable factory. That's what we will tell you. And then after we give you the layout, you can at the same time you can do the civil work, because we've given you the layout, the detail of the drawings. You can do the civil work, and the civil work will be finished in at least 1 month. It will also according to the local efficiency of the workers and the local phenomenon, local situation in your place, such as if the line is not very flat, you have to pay much attention on how to flat the line. Okay, and at the time we will also, when you do the civil work, we will also draw another drawings of how to set the platform. The platform can be made of concrete. Also, you can just buy from suppliers. It's made of stainless steel, carbon steel, or different materials, and you can just install them very quickly. But some customer will choose the concrete one because it's more economic. Okay, and after that, at that time, when we receive the money, we will start the manufacturing time for the cassava flour line. We need at least 2 months, and the 2 months is that there will be no order before you, no other one's orders, no other one's equipment. If just like now in our factory, we have many projects, we have many machines to do, so the delivery time, the working time will be more than 3 months. Okay, and also at this time, the 3 months, you will also do other things, such as you have to get the water supplier before the water supplier to the factory, because for the fully automatic processing line, you have to get enough and the suitable water supplier, and also you have to test the water quality to confirm that whether you need the water treatment system, not for the wastewater. For the clean water, you have to buy the water treatment system. Okay, and then for the installation will next will be the shipment. Before delivery, we have to receive the 100% money, and then we do the shipment. Firstly, we will ship them to the port, and then we will confirm the shipping cost with you, and then you will pay the shipping cost. Then we'll tell you the time of the freight, the time of the ship, and then to your country, such as Africa, to your country, maybe different places need around 45 days to 60 days. 60 days is different according to different country, according to different distance. Okay, and there will be another 2 months. Okay, and then after the equipment arrived to the port in your country, you also need some time for the customer clearances, and maybe it will take 1 week or 2 weeks. It also depends on different country. Okay, and there will be another 1 week or 2 week. Okay, next procedure is that when you get the machines at the port, you will transfer the machines to the location in your project. So maybe you will need the trunk. You will prepare the trunk, and the trunk will do the transportation from the port to your project, to the land of your project. And this may be also will take 7 days. And for the installation, there will be another 2 months. 2 months for the installation. Because for the fully for the fully automatic line, there are many. Firstly, we have to install the pipes, and we have to prepare the cable electrical cabinet, and we also have to prepare the different pumps to connect them together. So it will need much time on it, about 2 months. And after the installation, there will be a test time. The engineer will test the machines, because you want the food grade cassava starch, and maybe you already have buyers. The buyers, they have the special needs. They have a special requirement, so you have to make sure your machine can meet their requirement. So there will be another 1 week for you, for engineer to test the quality, to adjust the machines. There will be also 1 week. So after that, you can start the processing plant by yourself. The machine can work by themselves. Okay, so let us just calculate. Firstly, for the manufacturing time, at least 2 months. 2 months for the manufacturing time. Okay, and at least 1.5 months. 1.5 months for the shipment. So there will be at least 4 months. For the shipment, you will also have at least 1 week or 2 weeks to do the customer clearance. So it's 4 months. 4 months. And for the transportation and installation will be another 3 months. So at least half a year. If you want to set up your factory, at least half a year. So it means in Africa, the harvest time of the cassava, you have the harvest time, the expected time for harvest the cassava. For example, if your cassava will be harvested next year September, it means you have to prepare, you have to order the machines at the January of this year, at least 6 to 7 months earlier to get the machines. Okay, and also for the Gary line, it's same. For the Gary line, if you want to start, for example, if you want to start half a year later, maybe you have to get the machine now, order the machine now, because for us we need time to do the manufacturing. You also need time for the shipping, and for you also need time for the installation. And if you do it not very quickly, maybe you will miss the harvest season, because in Africa you have the rainy season. In the rainy season you can do the harvest, and maybe you will sleep and rest, and let the land rest also. Okay, and for the cassava flour, for the semi-automatic processing line, you also need much time on it. But for cassava starch, you have to at least prepare 6 months. 6 months for you to set up a cassava starch factory. It's very important, because if you set up a big factory, that will be your lifelong. Project. It means you will earn money from the finished product. You invest and you earn money, and you will let the machines run one day, run every day, and to help you to get money back. Okay, so I think if you want to start the cassava starch project, the different stage is that firstly you have to confirm the capacity. The capacity is very different. It will decide how much you have to invest, and how much you can be afforded, and how much you have to make your own plan on it. So firstly is the capacity, and the next important thing is that the budget. Do you have bounded budget, enough budget for you to start to set up a fully automatic processing plant in your country? It's a very important thing. Okay, and also the next question, the next station is that after you get the machines, do you have the enough land for the equipment? And for after you get the land, what kind of building you want to set? You will use a brick, or you will use a steel structure. It's also different, and also you need different time for prepare for the buildings. Okay, and then the next one is that do you need any document for import some machines from China? You know, in some countries in Africa, such as Nigeria, when you want to get machines from China, you have to apply the document. So what kind of document you have? Do you need time on it? You have to also consider this. And after you do this, okay, you will have to know. You will have to know the time for the harvest. Will the fresh material from your own land, or you will sign some contract with the local farmers? It's different. There will be much more different between it. Okay, for the material. And also, if you want to set up your factory, set up the processing plant, you need to get some local workers to do the building for you, to set up the building for you, and to set up the processing plant for you. So you have to get enough workers, and it's better if these workers can work for you later in your factory, in your workshop. That will be better, because during the installation, our engineer will teach the workers. If you change to another group of people, maybe the new group of people, they will not be able to solve some easy problems. Okay, and then for you, the most important thing is that do you want to do another thing after the installation? Maybe you will paint the land, the ground again, to make the cassava, to make the workshop clean. And also for the selling methods, you also have to consider the selling method. Do you already have a buyer, or how do you transform the finished product to local market, or how do you transform the finished product? How do you sell them? Okay, this is another question. So the business is not easy for you to get started. The budget, it's important. The raw material is important, and also for the power supply. Some country may have some problem in the electricity, so you have to consider you will have a generator for the electricity. Okay, so if you want to start a business, there will be much more work to do. Let me repeat. If you want to set up a cassava starch line, from now, you at least you need to prepare at least half a year to prepare. Also, for the budget, for the worker, for the employee, for the electricity supplier, for the water supplier, clean water supplier. Okay, half a year to prepare. And for cassava flour, because we For cassava flour and Gary, we have the semi-auto line. We have some individual machines can do cassava flour and Gary. So at least prepare 3 months. 3 months. 2 months for us to do the manufacturing. 1.5 months for us to do the manufacturing. And another 1 month for you, around 45 days for you to do the shipment. And another 1 or 2 weeks for you to do the customer clearness. Okay? The individual machine, just to say about the individual machines, for you need to prepare at least 3 to 4 months. And for cassava starch, please at least prepare 6 months, at least 6 months for you to get the whole line, to do the factory, to get the factory, and to find the buyers, to find your selling methods. Okay, and we both know that the cassava starch, the market of the cassava starch is all over the world, and now in China we also have many requests for cassava starch. Many factory, many workshop need the cassava starch. And for Gary and the cassava flour, maybe mostly is a local market. So the selling method will be the local market. And for cassava starch, it will be the international market. The whole world needs cassava starch. Okay, so the cassava starch, the price of the cassava starch is much more expensive than cassava flour and Gary, so that will be different. But for starch, for food grade starch, you need the fully automatic line to get the food grade starch. Okay, you invest more and you get more money back. It's a difference. Okay, now the question, maybe I think I explained very clearly, is that for cassava starch line, please at least leave 6 months to do it. 6 months. And for cassava flour, at least, and Gary, semi-auto line, at least 3 months. For fully automatic line, also at least 5 to 6 months. For the fully automatic line, 5 to 6 months. Okay. And I think I explained many things today. And now it's time for me to finish today's live show. If you are in my live show, or if you want to do the cassava business, you can just leave some messages here. Leave your contact number, and also leave your information. Leave what you want to know here. Not only just for the cassava starch, you can also leave some message for Gary, for cassava flour, for cassava chips. We have machines to do all of them. You can leave your messages here, leave your contact number, leave your question, leave some idea of yours, and maybe later we will contact you back with answers, and we will give you some suitable plan. Okay, but firstly, if you want to do business, any kind of business, please tell us your budget, and please tell us when you plan to start and when you plan to get the machines, and then we'll tell you the best solution. Okay. If there will be no question, maybe today I will finish. You can just leave your messages here. We are not just for cassava. Our company is not just for cassava processing plant, also for oil. If you are interested in oil, edible oil, palm oil, sweet oil, peanut oil, all kinds of oil, flower oil, you can also leave messages here. And also for the waste tire recycling equipment, for recycle plastic, for recycle the waste tire, you can also leave messages here. Okay, and if you don't want to do any business, you can just search Doing Holdings. You can just search Doing Holdings to get more information. If you have question, if you have any friends who want to do the business later, you can introduce us to your friends. Maybe in the future we will see online. We will meet each other online. Okay. So I think today I will finish. If you have any questions, about the cassava processing plant, not just Gary, not just cassava flour and also for cassava starch and the cassava chips, you can leave a message, okay? And later I will contact you with more detailed information. Okay, bye bye guys. Bye bye. I will finish. Bye bye. Bye.